some computer shit. Fuck yeah! Yeah, I got my brother Cody coming with me. He's gonna be on YouTube now. Anyway, we're on the fucking Beltway, going I-10, gonna hit 610, hit that fucking shit. Yeah, we're going to Micro Center because I'm building this dude a computer. He gave me like a bunch of money, so we already got the parts picked out online, so they're just holding it for us. We might look at some shit, fuck with some shit, and then we'll leave. But this is the beginning of our journey, so anyway, we half-assed ran through traffic, but we're on I-10 now at least, barely, and we haven't hit 610, but we expect to hit some heavy traffic because we got a bunch of shoppers for Christmas, I guess. Yeah. Anyway, we'll still stay posted. I guess our next video will be when we actually fucking get there. Yeah, how's it going, bro?
What's up?
Yeah, it's going. Alright, guys. I'll keep it posted. Anyway, guys, we made it to Micro Center, Houston. And we're about to dock and get our shit. So here we go. Yeah, we're here at Micro Center. This is the keyboard section. Look at all this shit. What do you got there, buddy?
TV connected, laptop, keyboard.
You know what I like? One thing I was looking at, dude. I mean, I'm all about that Corsair shit. I got the K70 at home, but I want the RBG Strife. This bitch is badass. That motherfucker changed colors like rainbows. Let's go into the case department and we'll post that. So we're here in the graphics card / fucking case department, which is pretty badass. This is AMD shit, which I'm not a big fan of. I go to the GeForce, NVIDIA, Intel. That's a 1060. This is a new shit they got. Yeah, they only have the 10 generation. They don't sell those 900 series anymore. Yeah, it's all about the 10, man. What you think, man? There you go, 1060.
Geek like you.
Damn, it's only 209. So anyway, we got all our shit. Roughly, the case is actually bigger than I thought it would be. We're just gonna put it in the back actually, hang on.
A lot easier.
Real quick, this is the case. You got the spec-alpha. Here's the motherboard, got a gigabyte. Got a Seagate hard drive. Got the i3 Skylake. This is cool. It's a cable mod RBG with the controller, power supply. Graphics card's at home, so next video will be the build. Alright, dude, let's get it done. Anyway, we're on our way back from the Micro Center. And we're fucking hungry.
Yeah.
So we're gonna find something on the way back because we're in the Galleria area, which they got a lot of badass white people food. So we're gonna check that shit out. I'll keep you guys posted. Alright, guys. So anyway, we got all our stuff. I'm gonna show it off real quick before we do the build. We got the motherboard's a Gigabyte H110M, and it's the LGA 1151 socket, and it supports DDR4. RAM. We got 8 gigabytes, 4 gigs each stick of DDR4 RAM. and it supports 2400 megahertz for the storage, the hard drive. We got a Seagate 1 terabyte. It was on sale, and you know, it performs pretty good. Power supply is a Corsair CX 650 modular, so, and it's half-ass modular because the power cords, you know, they're stationary, but that's good. At least we could choose. You know, we won't have like a whole lot of cords that we have to tie back or anything. And it's black, so that goes with anything. Processor, I went with the i3. This is like an entry-level gaming computer, and to save money, you don't really need a i5 or even an i7, which are way more expensive. And I use these a lot. I did a bunch of builds with these. This is the i3 6100. I think this is Skylake. Is it? Let me see. Yeah, it has it's 2 cores, four-way multitasking process. It has hyper-threading technology, which is cool. Supports DDR4. This is all we're gonna need as far as the processing, because the guy that's gonna be using this plays a lot of shooters, so that's all you really need. And then we got a cable mod. Asus, it's a cable mod RBG LED lighting kit, and it has a remote control, and there's different modes and stuff, and it says Asus Aurora ready. I don't know what the hell that is, but you know, it sounds cool. And we got the Windows 10 operating system. And for the case, as you saw in the other videos, I went with the spec-alpha, and this is the black with the red trim, and I thought it would look cool. It matches the graphics card, which I'm not going to pull over right now, but it's the graphics card is an Asus GTX 780, and we're going to go with that. So let's get in the build and get it started. Alright guys, we're going to get this build ready, and first things first, let's take out the case. And there she is in all her glory. That's the side window. I'm going to keep this plastic on to protect it, because after we're done building, I'm going to put it back in the box. Here's the front. This is your I/O shield. I think this is like a little fan control right here. You get 2 LED fans in front. I believe they're red because we got the red and black version. Got the Corsair logo. There is no bays to put any disc drives or Blu-rays or anything. This is, nowadays you don't need that. You got your power, some other crap. It looks like the fan control right here. This is your restart, I believe. I don't know what this is actually. And then in the back, right here, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 expansion slots. Looks like I don't know what they use these for. Maybe for better cable management or water cooling. You got a little, I don't know what size fan this is, but it's a small little fan in the rear. I see the 2 LEDs in front, but you could put some fans on top, maybe some radiators, but we ain't gonna get in all that. I want to jump into the build, so let's get to it. Alright, first thing we're going to do is we're going to get the RAM and the processor done. Now with the processor, I'm not using any custom you know, fancy cooling options because it's just an i3, guys. It's not gonna heat up, and if it's just for gaming, like he ain't doing anything hardcore, we should be good. Don't lose this. So what you want to do first, I'm gonna touch some metal to ground myself. Okay, you don't need no stupid little bracelets that they tell you to get. And we're going to take this, what I do, let me get I got shit under here. Got drivers and all that bullshit. Alright, we got basic instructions, you got your driver, you know. Looks like you get a couple, maybe 3 SATA cables, okay, whatever. What I do is I actually do this on top of the box. First thing, is going to be the most important thing. That's how I do it. Is the let me get this shit out of here. It's going to be the processor, and like I said, I ain't going to use any custom coolant or all-in-one coolant. Because it's just i3 and it's not going to get really that hot. It's a nice little board. This one only has one PCIe slot for graphics cards and 2 slots for the RAM. And then you got a little deals here. Let's get this processor. Comes with a fan inside, so we're just going to use the fan that comes with the processor. And you want, when you're doing the processor, that's where you want to really pay attention. Make sure you put it in right so you don't bend the gold pins that are on the bottom. Otherwise you're just wasting a lot of money, and then you don't want to really put your hands all over it either, because that could mess it up. Fuck, you get this bitch open though. Okay. So we're going to use the reference fan. It's inside. Okay. Okay, there you go. We got a little book with a sticker that we ain't going to use. Alright, the processor's right here. I actually can slip it out. Let me show you this, guys. So this is the processor. That's the front, that's the top. And then this is the back. There's these little pins made of gold. That's what you want to be careful, because if you notice, right here on the corner, you'll see a little gold arrow on the corner. You see that? Let's let it zoom. Alright, maybe not zooming now. See that right there? That gold arrow? You're going to see here on the motherboard a arrow right here. There's a little arrow. I don't know if you guys can see that. And you match those arrows up when you put it in, so you know you're putting it in the right way so you don't bend those pins. And if this is, I'm just saying this for the people that are new to this. If you're you know, not new, then you could just disregard what I'm saying. But so anyway, the way this works, you got this little lever here. You open her up and make sure, okay, so it's going to go in like that. That's, the arrows are matched up. And you don't press down on it, you just drop it in place. Okay? That's all it requires. Make sure it's in place. Then you're going to close this little hatch. Right? You're going to go back. Then you're going to go under. When you go under, you can just pull this thing off because it just comes off. And then you just go under. Boom, you're done. It's in place. That easy. Alright. Next thing is we're going to put on the cooler that comes with it. It's a simple fan cooler. There is no thermal paste required for this because it already has pre-thermal paste on it, unless that's something you want to do. Let's get her out. So as you can see, there's pre-thermal paste. You don't need to do anything fancy. Let's get this out. Now, let's read make sure there's a certain way to put it on. I've done this a lot, but you want to make sure you put this, because it has like a little design on it, which I don't think there's a certain way. Okay, whatever. We're just going to put this on closest to the, okay, there it is. I'm going to go like this, and there's little holes. You line them up to the holes, and then you're just going to simply press down, and it just kind of plugs in place, and then make sure they're in good, and you're done. And then you just take this wire and you plug it right in here on one of these fan ports. Actually, I have that backwards, my bad. Yeah, go like this. Careful so you don't bend them. There's a little pin sticking out. Boom. That's all there is to that. So we got the CPU installed. It was that easy. Now we're gonna get the RAM. And this is, don't try to rip this open. There's little plugs. It opens pretty easy. Like one right here. Rams, I mean, okay, I don't know. Probably one of the easiest things to put in. Anyway, you don't want to break these getting them out, but sometimes they're hard. Alright, that's one stick, and then I'm trying to pop it out from the other side. Alright, two stick. Man, this is metal. That's pretty cool. Usually it's like a plastic, but anyway. So for the RAM, you want to pull these back. They only go back on one side, and look at the slot before you put it in. Like, line it up. This CPU cooler is kind of close to it too. I noticed that. But you want to line it up. So I got it wrong. So I got to turn it around. Get it in the little slots. Be gentle with it. No, this is not something you want to force in. Just line it up and make sure it goes down evenly. And then all you do is push down. And you'll see this thing snap in place. When it snaps in place, you're done. You're good. Let's get the other one in. This one is correct. Slide it down. Make sure it's level when you're going down. You don't want to be uneven when you go down because you could snap them. And you just simply push down, snaps in place. Rams in. Okay. So now we got that done. We're gonna cut to putting it into the guys. We got the here, let me move this mic so you can hear me better. Yeah, anyway, we got the case. We're gonna install the motherboard. the power supply. Alright guys, next we're going to get this hard drive in. It's going right here in the middle slot, so that way it doesn't overheat the bottom and looks nicer. Sorry about that, guys. Cutscene. We're gonna go ahead and skip a couple of parts because all we're gonna do is wire management and installing the graphics card, which that's pretty explanatory. So we're gonna go and cut this. The next thing you're gonna see is when it's complete and the first power on. It's your buddy Cody, and I'm gonna go sideways so we get a wide angle when we put this on the PC. But yeah, there she is in all her glory. This case I am in love with. I might do like a, like a casual gaming build myself with this case. I fell in love with it. I still got my PC, my main PC back here, which I'm going to be doing a water cooling project later, and I'll do a YouTube video on that. But we're talking about this guy. This is the 1080p. I would call it an entry-level gaming PC because something like this would be more of your enthusiast, and I would say this is your you want a game PC. Anyway, Cody, we did run into a problem with this at first. What was it?
It was the motherboard. Gotta make sure the placement is just right, or else it's not gonna sit.
Yeah, because we're like doing the cable management, and we noticed, like, man, this I/O shield, man, it was like we noticed all these. It was offset, and then we just pushed it in where we didn't screw, because there's the upper left-hand corner screw. We're just gonna leave it alone because it was just a motherfucker to get in there. It took us both, like, I think it took us like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, this is it. I'm not gonna do the software today, but we're gonna go ahead and power this on. And we got power on the graphics card right here on the 780. And we're gonna come over here, and there she goes. We got lights. Let me turn this light off over here so you can guys kind of see. There you go. And this is up in the top. It's a magnetic LED strip made by. It's a LED light called. It's made by Case Mod, and it's magnetic, so you can stick it anywhere. We stuck it up in the middle, and it's just a small strip, but as you can see, it's so bright. It's just awesome. And I'm gonna go through some modes here. This is, I think, the Aurora mode. So See, you got different modes. It's RBG, so it's going to go through a bunch of lights. You got these flickerings. And then that one's cool. It's like a strobe. You could You could also fully control these with the remote I'm using to do all this, or you could just pick a color. You could, well, let me turn it off. See, that's off, and then you just see the LED fans that come with the case. I could turn it back on. Here, turn the light on so I can see. So right here, I have it upside down. Say I want to go blue, boop, blue, and oops, sorry. You could change the color, like see it has focus. You got color, go back to the blue. You got a demo. Here's white. Let me go to a red. You could go less bright or more bright. It'd be probably better to show you with the blue. See, I can go less bright, more bright. But I mean, it's just an awesome case. This fan doesn't light up, it's just your standard. And you got two red LEDs. I believe whatever color, you know, this is the black and red, so they put red LEDs. I think the yellow and black comes with blue. But just look at it, man. It's awesome. But yeah, you know, that's pretty much our build. I'm gonna do a test bench for games after I get all the software and stuff done tomorrow. I'll record some video gameplay with some FPS to show you how it performs. The specs is has a 1 terabyte hard drive. Graphics card is a 780 GTX 780 Asus graphics card. As you can see it in there, it's the direct direct CU2. Pretty epic. It's red and black, just like the case. And you got the modular the power supply, the CX 650 watt. And the right over here, you got the RAM. I think you can see that. It's DDR4 2400 megahertz. I gotta set that up later. And then the processor's just an i3 6100. And that's all you need for the kind of gaming this guy's gonna do. I mean, you don't need like an i7 or i5. Anybody tells you that, they're full of shit, because I build computers like this. This is like more of an entry level, I just want a game kind of thing. And this kid's just doing like a bunch of shooters and shit, I mean, that's all you need. And it should perform everything on high settings and even ultra. But I'll show you that benchmarks later on another video. But this is the custom build I did for a client, and I'm satisfied. We'll get the software done tomorrow, and then we'll start doing those benchmarks. So what did you think about this whole build experience, Cody?
Pretty fun. Pretty fun.
Alright guys, I'll catch you later on the next video.